Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading for WayV's or entity Lucas. Since his birthday is coming soon, I decided to do this brief reading for him because, as we all know, he's receiving hiatus. So let's see what he has available for the next months. Of course, let's be respectful that because I am already seeing in the spread that there are a lot of things hidden here. So I'm going to try to be as objective as possible and try to give like um, a wide interpretation. But I think that we need to be respectful of anything that comes out because actually he's not. It seems like his energy is not available at the moment, and it's very valid because he is in hiatus. So let's see what cards he got. He had the Six of Cups, the Star card, the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and then from the Oracle of the Chakras, he got the card of Rejection. So definitely the feeling that I get from this whole spread, it's a lot of opposition. Honestly, I think that um he's not sad. I don't see that he is sad or preoccupied. But this hiatus definitely has affected his um probably his self-esteem, probably especially with the first card. I'm going to start with the oracle card because actually the word that came out of it is it's pretty strong, and I think that I could start from that and then move on with the tarot cards. You know that the card that he got is a card that talks about feeling rejected, about rejection. So definitely I think that the more he is in hiatus, the more he fears rejection, whether it's from his peers, rejection from his peers, and or even rejections from the fans once he comes out, or once he goes back to work. um, Probably there's a part of him that he fears to be forgotten, or he fears to not be accepted or take back. I feel like these are sensitive times for him. Um, like I mentioned, I don't see in the cards that there are cards that indicate like sadness or that he's feeling guilty about something. I don't think so, but I definitely see that he does fear that the all this time that he is away, or all this time that he's not promoting himself, or that he is um like on hiatus. I think that he is afraid of not of being missing really important possibilities for him, and I think that he also worries about the influence that his absence has on the group. Because I think that he definitely is a very smart person. He's a very intelligent guy, and he knows that um probably him meaning hiatus also like affects a bit the project of others. So I wouldn't think he thinks he feels like guilty about this, but he does feel like that this could affect the relationship with the members. Um, But yes, I think that this rejection card. It's all in his mind. Actually, he's just like not happy because he's not spending time with the fans, and probably he's not like he is in this post, and I think that it's a bit of torturous, it's a bit like it's like a torture actually for an artist, to not being able to express yourself, to talk to your fans, to to show yourself. It seems like even his image is like gone, like I'm not saying that there are no images of Lucas, but it seems like he is this sort of um, like hidden factor, or this sort of elephant in the room that no one talks about. And I don't mean it the fans, because I know that the fans are worried, but definitely is a strange situation how they are dealing with this and with him. These are very weird measures that they are doing, especially to him. I think that it's affecting him as a person, because if he when he comes back, um he will come back with his self-esteem a bit like affected by this. This will not this has a sort of like repercussion on his well-being as well. So I know that he's okay because I see all the cars here. I know that probably he had been convinced, or there had been conversations about why he is where he is. I'm sure that because there's a sense that he really is. I wouldn't say he's content with him being hiatus, of course, but I would say that he understands the reasons why this is happening. So, this is also a strong message for the fans that probably think that this is being done against Lucas, or to actually like to do some damage on him. And actually, no. Um, I think that he's not against this, but he feels like, like he's like, okay, but what will happen when I come back? What if they, he's missing so many precious moments. I think that this is what he was going on with his mind. Like, what if this absence actually affects his relationship with the fans? And this is why the card of rejection is here, because he does fear rejection. And then, yes, from the cards we have the Six of Cups, the the star card. Definitely he's thinking about, about the past. He's thinking about his past actions. He's thinking about how he in the past took everything for granted. um I'm not saying that he done something wrong. I'm just saying that he probably considers now that he was a bit childish back then, that he thought that everyone were his friends, and he probably was like, like I mentioned when I did a reading about him when his scandal came out, that I think that there was a sort of interaction with Lucas and his fans, like where he was so nice that actually, for these people that are not very mentally, stable, they were really thinking that Lucas was close to them, like because he was so nice and so friendly. I see the word being friendly, and I think that probably he should have kept a distance. You know how sometimes celebrities, some do keep their distance between themselves and the fans, not because they don't appreciate the fans, just you know, because of boundaries. So I think that probably in the past he was really nice to a certain group of fans that were always around him. Probably I would say is Chinese fans, and he would talk to them and he would like greet them, and I think that this made their hysteria go worst, instead of like inspiring them to be a better fan. to Lucas or to actually um like support him. They actually made this fantasy in their minds where, oh, Lucas smile at me because he likes me, or because he wants to date me, or because he finds me attractive, so I think that now he's like reviewing his past actions, and he's like, oh, maybe I was a bit naive back then, and this is what I'm seeing. He's also having this sort of crisis about who he is. He probably doesn't know himself that much. I think that this is why when I mentioned, the Six of Cups, it's also a card that talks about childhood. So I think that he does have, even though he physically he's a large guy, he's a tall guy, he's a big guy. Internally, he is young at heart. I don't remember how old is he, um, but I think that there's a bit of uh, childish nature in him when it comes to being spontaneous and actually not measuring himself. I think that for him, being famous or being admired, it's quote unquote fun. It was a fun experience, but now that he's seeing all this chaos and all this, him being in this position of hiatus, he's like, oh, so this is the part that is not fun. He's slowly like getting in contact with the not so bright part of being famous. And I think that at first he was angry at himself for not seeing it coming. And now he's like, oh, I get it. And he's like, oh, I wish I had known this. And I think that this also represents his relationship um with other famous people, or with other members, or with people of the company. Because like I mentioned in other readings for Lucas, definitely, I sense that he has the support of someone very influential. I wouldn't say it's a CEO, but it could be other people as well. And he does. People get jealous of Lucas. I don't know why. Maybe I think that probably it's because of his very like upbeat and positive energy. He seems to be this person that is not. It's hard to get Lucas to feel negative. He's probably very positive and cheerful person. So I think that probably for other people that struggle the most, or that they do have these moments where they feel not satisfied or moody, where they feel negative, sometimes Lucas energy can be too uplifting or bright, so you are like, um, you're like, oh, how can you be smiling all day or something like that. So I think that definitely he does have, because I see it here with the Five of Wands. Definitely there are some differences with other people, and I'm not saying the members, but I'm saying um other idols as well. I'm not, I don't think is the I don't think it's the how can I say this? I don't think it's the members of his group. I think that it could be idols of other groups as well. I think that, and they don't say it to his face. Um, this is something that I'm able to pick up because I have the cards here, and I think that there's a bit of naivety in Lucas, actually. He's slowly like understanding, because maybe there are people that have changed the way they treated him, or the way they approach him, or probably people that just don't talk to him anymore like that. And he's slowly like realizing that not everyone is his friend. So this is also a very, I wouldn't say it's a sad moment, but it's a moment of uplifting the veil, of lifting the veil, and seeing the truth of his reality. and is that he only has to count on himself, and that actually also the fans that claim that love him so much can cause so much damage. So it was a time, and it's still going to be a year of a lot of retrospection for Lucas when it comes to his own value as a person. Because I think that he's a bit stubborn. He's that kind of person that he doesn't realize that he has like enemies. You know, he is a bit, this is why I use the word naive, or innocent, because he is, he's not malicious at all. Of course that he's not perfect. I'm not going to lie. I think that one of the reasons why he got this sort of rumor is because of his attractiveness, and obviously because he is a guy that is attractive, and he's very popular with the ladies as well, and there are a lot of women. I'm sure he had, in some moment, he had past relationships, of course. This could be an option as well. But the reason, the rumors and the scandals, and this why he's in hiatus right now, doesn't have anything to do with his past romantic elections. It has more to do with the luluness of the industry. And I think that also it has to do with that sometimes the company does enjoy to have this sort of tension or this sort of problematic issues in their with their artists. It seems like the company just doesn't want to end his hiatus because they want to keep the fans longing for Lucas. It's a sort of like, oh, now he's unattainable, so you have to wait for him. So I'm sure that if he comes back, you're going to pay a lot of money to see him or something like that. It's all about money. It's a strategy. This is why I don't think that that it affects Lucas, because I'm sure that he has been told what why they are doing what they're doing. But I feel that it's his fear is that it's damaging his relationship with others, and if he comes back, if things are going to be awkward with the people, and probably it will, um, because we end here with the five of wands, but definitely he's slowly like realizing and opening his eyes to where he is and what he represents to the company, you know. And he's slowly understanding. And I think that this year is also going to be a year of a lot of awareness for him, and probably a lot of other things will come out, like a lot of secrets. There's a lot of secrecy here, honestly, guys, with the moon in reverse. Definitely. I'm sorry, not with the moon in reverse. With the moon in the middle of the reading, there's like a lot of mystery, a lot of things unsaid, a lot of things hidden, and he obviously has also, um, like, he's a bit uncomfortable with things unknown. I don't know how to explain this, but it seems like he doesn't want to distrust. He wants to trust the people he works with or the people that advise him, But at the same time, he's like, I know that they're hiding something from me, like he can play the part and keep playing this role of like, oh yes, like I'm unaware, like I don't see what's going on or I don't pay attention, but actually, I think that he's slowly understanding why they're doing this and why people are treating him differently, so it's a sort of like it's marketing actually, guys. It's not personal, it's nothing against his persona, it's more about selling his image, and unfortunately it had to be him. This is why I think that it has more to do with the company style or their marketing strategies than actually what uh, Lucas' situation. I think I said this in other reading that I did for him. This is bigger than Lucas' scandal or Lucas' allegations or Lucas' rumors, because we are still talking about Lucas' rumors, and it had passed a lot of months. So I guess that this is what the company wants. They want us to keep talking about someone that is not present at the moment. So it is a bit of, like adding to the gossipy or to the conspiracy kind of vibe. Yeah, but yes, I think that he will also have to have like serious conversation with, and I think he will, with people that he thinks that they are not being very honest with him. I definitely see him um like in this case, it could potentially be people of his own team, like members of his own group. Probably there's a bit of anger in some of the members, like they are a bit frustrated, and I think that he definitely wants to work on that, or he wants to have a moment to have a conversation with them, about, let the anger, the frustration, let it out, because I'm also frustrated myself, but he is coming from this place of, okay, I'm listening, like not to, I'm not listening to you to answer you back, or to, if you yell at me, I'm going to yell at you. No, he's coming from this place of tranquility, peace. He's like, okay, I'm listening. What do you want to say to me? Like he is also, like I mentioned, his energy is very stable. He's still stubborn about the way he thinks, but he wants to fix things with his members. He definitely, um, and probably they also have difference with each other. I don't think that it's exclusively with Lucas. I think that there are a lot of things that the group is not satisfied with. So, and they have their own personal struggles as well. So they are under a lot of pressure, and they don't like the uncertainty. They don't like this, and so I think that if Lucas has the possibility to talk to them, since he is in hiatus, I think he wants to offer them the opportunity to have these conversations. That probably when they were working or when they were active, um, they didn't have the time to say a few things to each other, or to talk about certain things. And now he's like, okay, I want to have these conversations. I'm ready, and I think that he's also becoming more humble because of everything that he's going through. He's slowly like, because I wouldn't say that Lucas was like cocky or something like that, or that he was like too into himself. But I would say that he had a higher frequency, his energy, in the sense that he was so excited and so motivated to be part of a group, or to be popular, that he saw everything under a very luminous and positive light. And now that he is in the quote unquote in the dark, he is absent of the spotlight. Now he's slowly seeing things for what they are. So he's like becoming more centered himself, and he's also like evaluating a lot of things about himself that he should change. It's going to take a while, yes, but he's willing to work on the differences. So this is great for him. So yes, guys, this is all I have for him. I know that it was a bit complex reading because I actually cannot sense much of action. It's more of connecting with his inner world or his inner thoughts. Because I don't see much like, oh, he's going to move here and here and here, because that's I cannot see that. Probably because it's not allowed for me to see that. His next moves. This is what I'm saying. I can see his what he thinks or how he reflects on the situation, but I cannot see what they are going to do with him next. So yes, guys, I hope that you enjoyed it, and let's wish him a happy birthday when that is still a few days ahead. It is not still his birthday, but I wanted to dedicate this to him. So let's wish him the best and let's wait for him. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.